Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm Jay Cartere.
And it's Mike.
And this is Talk About It.
Hashtag talk about it.
A little late on
Came
that one.
a bit late.
Little bit late on that one. Not focused, are you?
Came a bit late.
Looking at the topics, yeah?
Yeah, no, I'm trying to get prepared, you know. I'm trying to get prepared out here, man.
Yeah, what's the date today?
The date today is the 15th of September, Thursday.
It is the 15th.
This should be coming out on the 17th.
Yeah.
Hopefully, if we're all still alive.
Yeah, I feel quite whack still. I think I need more vitamins in my system. I think I'm not as healthy as I should be over here.
We're actually always supposed to have vitamins every day and shit.
Yeah.
It's just something that we should do, but we just don't do. I remember back in the day, I used to have cod liver oil every day and shit like that.
Yeah, that's because parents got in it.
Yeah, force it down us in the morning.
If my mum buys vitamins, I'll take them every day. Well, I ain't fucking taking money out of my pocket to go buy some fucking vitamins. Fuck that shit, bitch. I probably should, purchase some vitamins or something like that, because I've been feeling terrible recently. I've been having headaches and whatnot. Just feeling, weak and whatnot.
I've been having headaches, but that's due to lack of sleep, man.
Is it?
Because I've been waking up early these days, isn't it?
What time you go to bed?
Late.
What, like after 2?
No, not after 2. Like, I'm waking up at 6 a.m. I'm going to bed 2 the latest. Sometimes 1, sometimes 12.
What?
Yeah, it's terrible.
That's terrible. Yeah, that's really bad, fam.
Yeah, it's a struggle, though. I really struggle to just get...
You need to go sleep earlier.
Yeah.
Try and go sleep at 10, you'll probably be sleeping.
No, yeah, exactly. That'll be 8 hours. I'll be calm, but, like, it's hard, man.
What, do you even try to close your eyes, or you just up watching stuff and having fun?
I'm up watching stuff, to be honest.
It's not hard, fam. It's you making a conscious decision not to go sleep. Like, if you try to go sleep and then you can't fall asleep, fair enough. That happens to me sometimes. Like, I try to go sleep. I'm like, I want 8 hours, and then fucking 2 hours later, I'm like, I'm still awake. I might as well just get up and do something else, because this fucked up now, innit? But yeah, you need to go sleep earlier, man. That's really bad. You shouldn't be having like 4 hours, 5 hours sleep.
Yeah,
it's really unhealthy for you. But yeah, I think he was asking about CM Punk's fight.
Yeah, obviously. No, because obviously I don't watch UFC, but I hear about it, and I heard about this. I heard CM Punk got into UFC, because obviously I did hear that CM Punk was dissing WWE the other day and shit like that.
Was he?
Yeah, remember he left WWE and he was dissing them or something.
I've listened to a few of CM Punk's interviews on like certain podcasts and stuff.
Got podcasts and shit,
he said something how basically WWE was fucking him over, innit? He said how they sent him his release papers or something like that, like kicking him out, like firing papers or some sort of papers. They sent him that on his wedding day.
Oh, that's peak.
And they knew when his wedding day was, and he thinks that they done that on purpose just to piss him off. So obviously he's very upset at the WWE. I think at some other point he had some sort of lump on his back, and then he went to one of the WWE doctors, and they said, "No, it's fine, just go wrestle, innit?" And then he went and I think he wrestled. I don't know if he did, but eventually. I think it was a staph infection or something. It was like really, really bad, and he needed to check it out and get it cut out or something like that. So he just feels like the WWE don't give a shit about him. They fucked him over. They're just using him to make peas and whatnot. It just sounds like any other big company that's trying to make money. Really,
yeah, it doesn't really sound very surprising. I don't know why he's surprised about that.
But like he's understandably pissed, innit?
Yeah.
But yeah, I heard that he was going into UFC and whatnot. And I didn't know what to think about it, because obviously I'm excited for him to go into UFC and to see if he can fight. It's always exciting to see one of those wrestler guys that they have
some do really well, like Brock Lesnar, who done really well.
Yeah.
And then there's some that do terribly.
Batista done a MMA fight.
I swear he done terrible.
Yeah, no, I think he actually won though, but he didn't win in spectacular fashion. It didn't seem like it was his fight. He was getting he was getting it handed to him by some short fat guy or something. And obviously Batista's this big hench doing it. So it just looks silly, innit?
Yeah.
So
they probably tried to choose an easy opponent as well, and
yeah, I think that's what they generally try and do. This CM Punk thing.
Yeah, I never watched it, but I heard he went in gassed and just got.
I don't know if he was gassed.
Early,
I don't know if he was gassed because I didn't watch any of. They basically had some sort of, I think it was like a 5-part series or something. Pardon me. about his training
build-up.
regime and how he's going into the UFC and basically promoting the fight, innit? Like some documentary style thing saying, you know, he's doing all this work, he's working really hard, he wants to be, you know, one of the top guys. And I don't know if it's saying any of this shit because I don't watch any of it, but this is what I'm assuming is going on. It's just propaganda, innit? So I didn't watch that, but obviously people have watched it. They're thinking, oh, CM Punk's coming, what is he going to do? And then when I was actually watching it and he came out to the same theme song that he had in WWE, and they called him CM Punk, I was like, okay.
Why
like,
not?
They got this marketing on 10 right about now. Obviously they're using his brand from before. It seems like he's really popular because he's already had that popularity. So
CM Punk is popular. Cause by the times I started dropping out of WWE, CM Punk was like one of the top guys. Because I remember when he won he was WWE champion at a point. Like,
I was never, you know,
I've never personally been a CM Punk fan ever. Either.
I wasn't into wrestling them times, and I think at one point when I was watching wrestling, CM Punk was the champion, but he was like the villain. He was. I think he was with Paul Heyman.
He
was that when he first turned
to
the Undertaker or something? I think that happened. Something like that.
Well, he lost against Undertaker though.
But
CM Punk was he's a big brand basically.
But obviously, I don't know what his background is. I don't know if he ever done any other, you know, like
wrestling.
If he done like proper wrestling, because Brock Lesnar done wrestling, like amateur wrestling before he went and done, you know, professional WWE.
Because he went from that life into WWE and then went back to it.
So he already had some sort of combat.
I think CM Punk, he's just like an actor.
But I think he was just he wanted to be a wrestler from day one or something. So he didn't really have the combat experience. But I think he had like 2 years of training.
Enough,
which is, it's not enough when you're going against these guys that have been training since they were like 12 and they're like 25 now and they're out here. So the guy that he was facing, I think he's a brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu or something. So obviously he's been out here training for like his life. I think he was 2-0 in MMA, like and this was his like third fight, so it's a good look for him. I think his name's Mickey Gall or something, something. So it was a good look for him because there's loads of promotion because of the CM Punk shit.
Really there to watch CM Punk.
So they came out, fight starting now.
So you watched the whole fight?
Yeah, it wasn't long, fam. It wasn't long.
I heard it wasn't long.
Let me just say that. I don't even think it was 3 minutes long. It was it was a very straightforward, because I reviewed it and I reviewed it on YouTube channel. I like when there's like UFC 203, 204, that sort of stuff, like the big UFC pay-per-views. I'll review a certain amount of matches in it, because every Wednesday I do the predictions of who I think is going to win and stuff, and put those videos out. And
who did you think was going to win?
I don't remember who I picked. I probably didn't pick CM Punk. I don't know. I said if it goes to decision, CM Punk's probably going to win. But otherwise, he's probably going to lose.
That shit didn't go to decision.
No, it did not go to decision. So, like, it starts off, CM Punk goes towards
I heard he was gassed.
No,
I heard his guard wasn't up. I heard he was like...
Well, he's
charged up.
I don't know. He just seemed like he was going forward to start throwing punches. He's coming to fight, innit? So he goes forward. I think he like nearly tries to throw a punch. I'm not even 100% sure. It was so quick, and the other guy just takes him down. The other guy is just like, you know, we're not playing. Man ain't got no time for this stand up, pack, jab, move away, that sort of shit. I'm taking you down to the ground.
I'm here to embarrass you.
This is where it is, isn't it? This is where
welcome to my world.
He took him down to the ground. And he just beat him up, fam. He beat him up. He mauled him like a tiger, fam. He mauled him like a tiger. It weren't fair, because obviously the other guy's like a brown belt in jiu-jitsu. You know? Jiu-jitsu is like it's if you're not skilled in jiu-jitsu and you fight someone who is skilled in jiu-jitsu and they take you to the ground, you're fucked, innit?
Okay.
He spent years trying to figure out
ground specialist.
He spent years figuring out how to beat someone up while they're on the ground, keep them in the position, get to the best position and that sort of shit. CM Punk spent 2 years trying to, you know, be able to fight in a UFC match. Yeah. So it's not fair, innit? So he was on the ground and he just got battered. He got battered, ting done.
Knockout.
I think it was a TKO. I think he couldn't do anything. He was just getting punched up in his face. I think the guy got to mount and was just packing attacking him. I think CM Punk got off maybe 2 shots to the other guy, but that's all it was. And then when he finished, the ref stopped it. You could see him mouthing out like, "What did you think was gonna happen?" And I was laughing. I was like, "Yeah, nah, true. I understand that. Still, I understand."
What was CM looking like? Just some shocked. Like,
he looked like
disheartened.
Nah, he looked like disappointed in himself, but still like. He went over to the guy and actually he gave him like a hug and was talking in his ear. It was like real close. So I'm assuming he was saying,
one of them ones like, you know what, I needed this. Like
I assume he was giving him. He was bigging him up. He was giving him congrats. He was saying, you know what, you done a good job.
You showed me wagwan for this thing.
You deserve
I need to train harder.
Sort of and then obviously after the match they had
I need to reevaluate my career.
Yeah, they had the interview with the Mickey guy.
What did he say?
And I think he was he was basically saying it's good that CM Punk, you know, came out and tried and whatnot.
And came and collected the check. And
I think that was basically his thing.
Just
and he's happy that he took the fight and that is like great promotion and shit, basically.
Exactly. I was just about to say
saying,
that.
you know, big up to CM Punk for trying, innit?
Yeah, he's basically happy that CM Punk has given all of this limelight to the UFC and to him.
Yeah.
Because all of CM's fans were tuned in.
Yeah. But that guy seemed cool, and he was saying how he wants to fight Sage Northcutt and whatnot, which is another... Basically, this guy and Sage Northcutt, they look like what I call Zac Efron types, you know them sort of guys, like the white guys with the abs that white girls are screaming at when they see them come out of the pool in Baywatch and shit like that. That's what I like describe them as. So I think them two fighting will be quite good. But then CM Punk,
because you like to see two
because they're
strong abs fighting,
because they're in the same kind of fan base thing, innit?
Oh, okay.
So it'll be good, like good promotion,
good promotion and shit.
I want for UFC to make peace.
I want to see Zac
Efron. They're actually good fighters. No, they're not like male models.
I want to see Zac Efron fight Channing Tatum. No, it'll be a good match.
That's not what I'm saying. But so CM Punk came on the mic and then he was like, you know, it only matters. Like, it doesn't matter how many times you get knocked down, it only matters how many times you get back up. Blah, blah, blah. Chase your dreams. If anyone says you can't do something, go and do it.
That's the
like, blah, blah, blah. No one
talk.
can tell you can't do anything. You can do anything. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to just stop now. You'll probably see me again. That sort of shit, innit? So he was keeping it on a positive vibe. And at the end, everyone was cheering because you can't, you know, fucking just, you know, boo a guy he came out, he gave it his all, he lost, he took the L like a good sportsman. Yeah. And he kept it moving. So, it was interesting. It was an okay fight.
Yeah, that's interesting. Who's that Peng girl? Because I was watching her interview on Hot 97.
Paige Van Zandt.
Yeah.
Did she have an interview with Hot 97?
The blonde girl.
I need to check that out. I need to watch her last fight still because she apparently knocked some girl
out with some super kick or something.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
She was just talking like she's beautiful, man. Yeah, that's they were talking about the CM Punk fight on there, innit? And then obviously I was seeing stuff on Twitter and shit like that. That's how I heard about it. But
yeah, CM Punk looked fat, fam. He had cauliflower ears and all that fucking shit. Yeah. No, but guy looked like nothing had happened, fam. He just walked out of the salon or something.
This UFC thing's blowing up though.
What do you mean?
No, UFC in general.
Bro, UFC's been blowing up, fam. What are you talking about? UFC's big.
Yeah, I know. It's big. It's like
if you want to watch a sport, watch UFC. That's the only sport you really should be watching. Everything else is...
I don't really watch sport. I might get into it, maybe. But
I don't watch sports. I don't watch UFC every fucking week. I watch the pay-per-views.
You watch pay-per-views, okay.
Yeah. Because it's fucking like 3 hours long, fam. I can't sit down for 3 hours and watch something, fam.
Watch people just fight each other.
It's not even that. It's just like, bro, 3 hours. And it comes on fucking super late at like 3 a.m. on fucking Saturdays. No, Sunday morning. I can't be staying up them times waiting 3 hours to watch fights, fam. It's too much. It's just way too much. Can't deal with it. But yeah, let's get into some of the topics for the week.
Oh yeah, basically... Yeah, we discussed this album last week briefly because we hadn't listened to it. Wretch 2's new album, Growing Over Life. You told me to listen to it, so because I'm guessing you finished it. I haven't finished it yet. But what should I give my brief opinion on it on the tracks I have heard, and then let you have your full opinion on it?
Go on then.
So obviously I only got up to track 7. Yeah, so I need to listen to track 8 still. What can I say? It's not dead. It's definitely not dead. Wretch doesn't make garbage music. It's not garbage rap. It's I can put it into like a genre of hip hop, you know, UK hip hop. There's some songs that have a pop vibe to it.
Bruv, there are blatant pop songs on that thing.
You think blatant? I don't think blatant.
This is a commercial album.
Would you? You say it's commercial?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I was falling asleep half of that album, to be honest, so far.
Like singers on every other song. This is definitely a commercial album.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, basically, I've never listened to a Wretch album ever. Like I haven't even listened to his mixtapes or anything, and I've heard I've heard his mixtapes are good.
I haven't really listened to any of Wretch's
I heard
mixtapes.
the Punctuation mixtape was good. So yeah, I've never listened to like a whole Wretch project. So this is my first time listening to it. And while I was listening to it, I was thinking to myself, this is why I don't listen to Wretch projects because I'm not really a big fan of his style of rapping, innit? Like I know he's a sick rapper. Like every time I was hearing like the odd, you know, sick bar in it that makes you like think about it and shit like that, you know, because he's a lyricist, innit? I can't take that away from him. But I'm just not into that style of, you know, laid back rap. Not a lot of energy into it.
He did try and bring some energy on what song was it? What was it?
That's all of them.
Was it Liberation? Was it something? I'm not 100% sure. Something. He was using Yardie terms. I remember he was shouting and using Yardie terms, so he put a bit of energy into it.
Yeah.
I weren't really feeling it though.
I think, obviously, 6 Words I've heard already before. I think that's a banger. Great song. Still think that's a banger. I thought the best song that I'd heard on it was Open Conversation. I think.
What's that,
the first half of the Mark Duggan one, yeah. I think the Mark Duggan was good as well, but then Avellino came in, and I don't really like Avellino. I think that was really good, that song, actually. And I think the features were really good. From what I've heard, all the features, like the singing is just amazing on it. It sounds like a lot of like, you know, Reebok Ed Sheeran's. Like,
oh my god, really.
but really good though. Like really good Reebok Ed Sheeran's. Like, so I liked that about it. So far, I am gonna finish it because I don't like to. It's like eating a meal, innit? I don't like to finish. I don't like to just start a meal, you know, and not finish it. So I will finish the last few tracks.
I still haven't listened to the last track on Frank Ocean's album.
Really? But it's like how you feel about Frank's album and how I felt about Young Thug's. Like, I weren't enjoying the listen. If you enjoy the listen, you want to finish it and you make sure that you finish it. With this, because I'm not enjoying the listen, it's kind of a force to finish it. But it's not whack though, I'll say that. You know, he doesn't make garbage music like some of these American rappers like Lil Yachty or Lil Uzi Vert or... You know, I don't know, the designer. Like, he's not a whack rapper, innit? He's not on that category at all. He's on the category of, you know, just like a lyricist, but you're not gonna get the turn up. You're not gonna get a switching up of flows. You can't listen to this and get in a hype mood. You're gonna listen to this and you're gonna have to think and be relaxed, and you gotta be just like calm, really. I think there was slightly mainstream, but I didn't think it was that heavily mainstream, to be honest. I don't think it was that heavily mainstreamed. But yeah, that's my opinion on it. What about you?
Well, I wouldn't say it was mainstream in a bad way. I didn't mean that. I just meant it sounded very commercial. I think most of the songs were very pop orientated. And there was a lot of singers and whatnot, which I like, and it makes the songs better in my opinion. Like the stuff that I like.
If there was no singers, this would be so much of a struggle.
I'm not going to say that. I really liked... well, let me not say really. I liked it. I think it was cool. I think there was loads of songs that I felt, you know, were pretty good to a point and then, like, fell off a little bit and could have been better. But that's to be expected from like just anyone in general. Like this, it just happens. But I do feel that it's way better than Black and White, because I just didn't like that at all. I thought that was loads of mediocre songs. It just didn't have the vibe whatsoever. I thought these songs were much better, and yeah, I thought it was cool. I thought it was a cool project. I think that's.
It's not one of those projects that I'm gonna listen. Yeah,
nah, I'm probably not gonna.
I'm gonna listen again.
Nah, it's probably not gonna be that. But for I do like Wretch, and I do like the lyricism that he brings to the table. And like when I listen to him, it does make me want to step up my game and write some bars and whatnot. And these songs were, they were cool. They were cool. I thought it was a good album. To be honest, I was pleasantly surprised. If I was gonna rate it, I'd give it like a 7.
Okay. I'd probably, so far from what I've heard, I'd give it like a 5.
Okay, so you think it's mediocre? Fair enough.
I can't put it below 5. I can't say that it's whack, because there's
like he can rap.
Because he can rap, yeah, but it's just too boring for me. Just not. It's just not for me.
I felt like he was saying a lot of things. Like he was saying, how I don't like to hear political stuff in my music because I think it's boring. Like he was saying political stuff, but he done it in an entertaining way. No, he done it in an interesting way. Really? That I was enjoying it. Yeah. Like usually I find that shit boring because it just sounds bare preachy. But he was just rapping, innit? He was rapping. He was putting words together and making it sound eloquent and whatnot.
This road feels super tight.
Yeah, it does. Sorry about that.
That's alright.
Sometimes these things happen.
But yeah, Wretch Growing Over Life, that's out. So yeah, other news in music.
Yeah.
There's a bit of music beef going on right now.
You gonna call it that?
Yeah, it's not really beef. It's just Kid Cudi went on a little rant on Twitter.
Yeah.
Was it yesterday, innit?
I think it was yesterday. Because that's when I saw it all over my timeline, like people talking about it. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? Yesterday
was the 15th. So if there's any updates from today, we're not gonna have them, innit?
From later on.
If there's any updates from later on today and tomorrow and that, we're not gonna know about it. But yeah, he basically was just saying that everyone thinks they're so great talking top 5 and be having 30 people write songs for them. And he also said in another tweet, I swear he said, my tweets to apply to who they apply. Yay, Drake, whoever. These niggas don't give a fuck about me and they ain't fucking with me. And yeah, he just went on to talk about other stuff. But from what I know, Kid Cudi is a great musician who Kanye worked with on 808s and Heartbreak. That was like the first time I think they worked together. Kid Cudi wrote a lot of songs for him on that. Gave him a lot of inspiration on that. He used to be signed to Good Music. And yeah, obviously it's a known fact now that obviously Kanye, Drake, and there might be other artists that write for them, innit? And yeah, Cudi's pretty much irrelevant right now, if we're being honest.
Yeah, he's super relevant.
He's super relevant right now.
Kid Cudi. I guess he did have 2 verses on Travis Scott's album. So it kind of put him in my,
And he was on Kanye's album as well, funnily enough. He was on Life of Pablo. And they were all jumping together and dancing together on the release of that and the release of the Yeezy Season 2 or Season 3, one of them. They were all friends, and now, I don't know what's happened, but Cudi's pissed off. And to me, from what I've seen in it, I'm just like an outside perspective. I don't know the ins and outs. From what I got from that, I laughed at it, innit, when I saw that tweet, because I just saw it as
silly, man.
Yeah, I just saw it as someone who
big man, and you're putting this on Twitter.
Yeah, and someone who just feels like they're not getting enough appreciation or enough attention as they think they deserve or they want. But
I don't think Kid Cudi's good enough. I've never heard anything from Kid Cudi that I was like, I really like Kid Cudi. But I don't really listen to his projects or anything. Like, I'm not a fan of Kid Cudi at all. So me hearing him say this sort of shit, I totally don't give a shit. Like, nothing that comes from Kid Cudi's mouth moves me at all. Like, I don't. It really doesn't.
Whenever I don't give a shit. When I first heard Kid Cudi was that Day and Night song.
Yeah,
that was a banger. When I hear him on features, I think he goes in.
Sometimes he's good, sometimes he's not.
Yeah, sometimes he's good, sometimes he's not. But he's one of those artists where I feel I just don't. Yeah, it's the same thing. It never moves me. It never makes me feel like, you know, sometimes you hear a feature and you're like, you know what, I want to hear more of this artist. I want to find out about them. I want to hear their mixtapes, their albums. And with Cudi,
like Lil Yachty on fucking Post Malone's mixtape, and then I was like, maybe I shouldn't have researched into Lil Yachty.
That happened with what artist went in on a feature? I can't think of one off the top of my head right now. But it's happened before where I hear them on a feature and I'm like, yeah, this guy went in. I need to hear more of this person. So yeah, I just went. I think that's how I got into Tyler, actually, Tyler the Creator. Because when I first heard about him, I didn't like him. Then he went in on a Pusha T verse, and I was like, raw. Let me give him a try. Let me listen to him. And then I went back and listened to his shit, and I was like, you know what? I like this guy. So yeah, it happens, innit? And with Cudi, yeah, I've never felt that urge, you know, to think like, yeah, let me listen to this guy. But I know he's respected in the industry as like an artist, as a writer and a producer and shit like that. No, because I've heard artists talk about him, you know, that he's really talented and shit like that. So I just feel like, to me, from my perspective, it seems like he's tired of being the background guy. He's tired of being the guy that is in the studio with Ye and then Ye gets all the praise, or in the studio with Travis gets all the praise and shit like that. Even though he said shout out to Travis, but it's something specific he's pissed off with Drake and Ye. Obviously, Kanye's come on stage now and he said, Cudi, never mention my name. I birthed you. You're just pissed off that I'm doing songs with Drake. No one can tell Ye who to do songs with. Respect the God. Like, settle yourself, basically, innit? And I was laughing. And it's kind of true, because Kanye West did, like, I wouldn't hear about Cudi or know about Cudi if it wasn't for Kanye, you get me?
Day and Night, though. He done that on his own.
Done that on his own, but I mean after that, like since then, like, when we only hear about him...
Where is Cudi since then, to be honest?
Exactly. We only hear him on a Kanye feature, or if he was on the Good Music album or shit like that, innit? Other than that, man...
Cudi isn't at the forefront of the industry. I think that's what he wants to be.
Yeah, exactly. That's why he's hurt. That's why he's going after Drake and Kanye. But then, yeah, Drake's reply was fucking corny as shit, fam. Like, I feel like if you're gonna reply like that, he said he said something about the bricks are way too high, you need to cut it. And he instead of saying
Cudi,
he said Cudi, yeah, like it was just weak as fuck. It was whack.
I think he said you're getting way too high, you need to Cudi or something.
Oh, something like that, yeah. That was whack. And I just feel like artists, like, if you're gonna reply Drake, then do it properly. If he shouldn't even reply, he should have just ignored it, because like Kanye handled it like for him. Like Kanye
who done it first though?
I'm not sure, but they were both on stage, and they're both on tour at the moment. But this is why I think that part of me feels like this is just all fucking publicity, man. Part of me feels like Ye called up Cudi and was like, start some shit. He was like, you need the hype right now. Say some bullshit, blah blah blah. We're on tour right now. Like, every time Drake, like, I've noticed it, every time Drake's been on his tour, yeah, he's had a little tiffles like every week, and it's just keeping eyes on him on tour and something relevant. Like, before this, it was him bringing out Lil Wayne dissing Birdman. Before that, it was
Joe Budden.
Before that, it was Hot 97. You get me? So I'm seeing, like, hold on a minute. Are these not just trying to stay relevant out here? Are they just giving people calls and saying, like, yeah, send for me, man. Like, you'll get a bit of hype of it. I'm gonna have a bit of storyline in my show, so it's not boring.
I hear that.
Like, I hope it's not that, because I feel like that's just corny as well.
It could be that,
but it could be, innit? Like,
to be honest,
these people, they don't care, fam. They're all Kardashians, really. They all are. All these Hollywood
publicity whores.
They're all publicity whores. They're all Kardashians. They all just do it for the storyline, man.
I don't know.
I hope it's not that.
I think this whole situation is very silly. I think there's no need for Cudi to be tweeting out this sort of stuff. If he is, you know, genuine with it, and this is how he feels and he wants to put this out there, I don't think that was the way to do it. Because you just moaning on Twitter.
Yeah, man. Like if you want to be
the
top guy, make the top music.
Make good music, fam. You ain't made no good music. Like you ain't made no bangers that no one's talking about. Exactly. Like, no one cares because you're making like mediocre songs. To be honest, I don't even know because I ain't listening.
Right now,
I ain't gonna start to listen because you moaned on Twitter. Like that's not the way to get someone to listen to.
Right now, man got like 30,000 retweets, so everyone was talking about him. Man was a trending topic.
Yeah, now man got 30,000 retweets. When I saw that, I was like, okay, people are really...
man was a trending topic. So he might as well release a song, and it better be a good one, innit? You know what? I would not be surprised, if he's not on this Drake and Ye album. Because remember, this is all promotion for the Drake and Kanye album as well. Yeah, if he is, sorry. Like, this is all promotion for the Drake and Kanye album as well.
If that happens.
I bet he's going to be on this album. I bet they're in the studio. They were in the studio and then they were making a song and they're like, you know what? Yeah, do this.
Maybe, but
it's cool. It's disgusting. Yeah, it is disgusting. I hope not. Let's wait and see in it. If Cardi's on this Drake and Kanye album, like I'm gonna just slap myself.
Maybe we're all friends now. It's all cool.
It was all cool. We had a phone call, some bullshit. Yeah,
he talked to Kim. It's cool now.
Like what you done with Wiz, innit?
Yeah.
At the same time, they both were releasing the album, fam. Come on, fam. You see what I'm saying, fam?
It's just so much silliness, man.
You see what I'm saying? Like it's a repeated thing that they do it all the time.
But no, let's not even give it any more limelight, just in case it is a publicity stunt. Let's just keep it moving. What's the next?
Fuck that.
The next little topic you got over there?
That'll probably be a great song, though.
I don't know. Maybe.
Another thing that was popping off on Twitter was a beautiful woman whose occupation is a teacher.
Yeah.
And she was in a picture. She was wearing like a tight dress, was it? Or
it was. Pardon me. It was a long fucking dress.
But it was tight though.
But it was straight up. It's a long dress. I think it maybe even touched her knees.
Yeah, it was tight though.
It was tight, but
and she has a very thick.
She's
body.
got a curvaceous figure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think she was a primary school teacher. It looked like. It looked like primary.
I think it was because you really young children.
But yeah, basically there was an uproar about this. There was some people saying like, leave her alone. She can wear what she wants to wear. Like she's probably a good teacher or whatever.
Yes.
And then there was people saying like, this is terrible.
It's not appropriate.
How is this appropriate to be in a school? Blah blah blah.
Okay. So
and then it spiraled into other. Did you see that black teacher, that black hench guy with the tattoos?
Yeah, so
thick beard. And he's a teacher. Yeah, I don't know if that's real though. I feel like the people are just doing fake pictures now. But yeah, what was you going to ask?
Bruv, she's wearing a fucking long dress. Like that's about as modest as you can be. What more do you want her to do?
Me personally, when I saw that picture, I said, "Nah, that's not appropriate wear." Still.
Really?
I don't know what the rules are in that school.
You wanted to wear Matrix coat? Is that what you want? You wanted to wear the coat from? You wanted to wear Neo's coat?
No, but just wear a baggy dress. I feel like it was just tight. I think the length was perfect. It's too tight though.
It fits her. That is perfect. It's supposed to fit.
Listen, I don't know what the rules are in that school, but in my school she wouldn't have gotten away with it.
But if
she would have got in trouble.
If she had a body like a ironing board, and she wore that same dress,
no problem.
So there's no uproar.
No problem.
So it's cool to have, tight dresses and it to fit your body if you don't have any curves. But if you got curves, it's inappropriate. How's that fair?
It's not fair. I don't know. Well, listen, it matters on the school, innit? All I know is that in the school I work at, their rules is don't dress in any, like, you can't show cleavage, obviously.
I don't think she was showing cleavage.
No, she weren't. She weren't even showing cleavage. So she passed that. The length of the dress was okay because it shouldn't be above knee, so it was up to the knee or below knee, so that's cool.
Bruv,
she passed that.
She was wearing.
However, it says don't wear anything too tight or sexually provocative, and that was tight and sexually provocative.
But I don't think it was, tight because she wanted to wear a super tight dress. I think it was tight. It seemed tight, and you could see her curves because she's got curves.
Yeah,
and she's wearing a dress that fits her.
I think she should have just wore one of those dresses that go out. You know, the ones that are like baggy at the bottom.
Maxi dress or something like that.
No, maxi dress is tight as well. Like those, just a normal dress from like a blouse or something. The ones that are those dead ones that dress like you're going to church. Like if she came to my school, she would have to dress like she's going to church. She wouldn't be able to wear that, or she'd have to wear a suit.
Like, I don't think it's inappropriate at all because all all her sexual organs are covered. Her tits aren't out. Yeah, her ass isn't out.
But they basically are out as well.
No, they're not out. Everything's...
that dress was too tight.
Everything is covered, yeah. And in another fucking picture, she was wearing like a t-shirt and jeans. And what are people saying? You can't wear a t-shirt and jeans. What? Because she's got boobs. What the fuck? What is she supposed to do?
It was too
What's she supposed to do? What is she supposed to do? She's supposed to wear jogging bottoms. Is she supposed to wear a fucking Adidas tracksuit? Is that what you lot wanted to wear? But no, the Adidas tracksuit is too tight because you can see her bumper in it. She's got to wear a super baggy one.
She could never wear a tracksuit.
And fucking get a belt and put it around her Adidas tracksuit. And by around, I mean on the outside, because Adidas tracksuits do not facilitate belts. What kind of extents do you want her to go to look appropriate? I don't think it's fair at all. I think she looks fine. Look,
that's above the knee.
The dress is right above her knees,
man
fam.
can see that she's wearing a thong as well, fam.
Right above her knees, fam.
Nah, that's too tight, fam. That's too tight.
Right above her knees.
Look, like, that's too tight. And she's wearing heels as well. Like, what the fuck? Like, this one's better. Like, that's what I was talking about. Them kind of dresses that go out. Like, that one's old. Like, that one's much better. It's a bit. I don't know why it's leopard print though. That one's fine. I don't know why people are getting
jumper and jeans,
getting pissed off with that one. She's on this heels thing though. That one's tight as well. I think it's silly. Tight.
I think it's silly. She's teaching primary school kids.
It's not silly. It's like, actually not silly. If you worked in a school, you would understand. Like, these are actual rules that, like, she would no way get away with that first picture. No way get away with it.
I don't see how people can be serious.
They would no way get away with it.
Seriously.
Maybe it's different because I work in a secondary school. Primary school, maybe like the kids, it doesn't really matter, but it's just all about, I don't know. All I'm talking about in my perspective, innit? If she walked in my school, she would get in trouble for that.
But that's because you'd wanna like chop because you see her and you can see that she looks healthy.
I'm not even talking about me.
No,
personally.
But if you saw that her in her dress and you was like, oh no, she is
dead. Decent. Obviously, she's dead. Nice.
If you was like, oh no, her body looks dead, blah blah blah, like that tight dress isn't very flattering whatsoever, you wouldn't have another thought about it. But I think because loads of people are like, oh,
I mean, if she doesn't have breast or bum.
Well, if she never had breast and bum, but if they were like just mediocre, then no one would really be talking about it. But because her breast and bum are so voluptuous, and like obviously a lot of men are attracted to that, so they're like, oh, this is very sexually provocative and whatnot. And a lot of females, I think it's more females than men who are upset about this.
Yeah.
Like it could be jealousy, to be honest, like because you don't look that good in a fucking tight dress, you don't want anyone else to look good in it. But I think it's silly. Like, why can't she wear that? I think it's perfectly fine for her to wear a dress that goes down to her fucking knees. If it was a mini skirt and maybe she had some no cleavage whatsoever.
The dress goes up to her fucking neck, fam. It's too tight to her body.
The dress goes up to her neck.
It's too tight to the body, fam.
Her neck. That means no tits out.
Everything else about this dress is fine, except it's too tight. If it was more loose, then it'll be better.
That's how the dress is supposed to be.
Yeah, then don't wear it. Just wear it on a Saturday.
That's just a classy, elegant
dress.
Wear it
on a Saturday night out.
That's not a slutty dress.
No, that's just something you wear out. That's not something I'd see in school.
She's just wearing clothes. Like, you have to think about, like, how it is for her to go shopping as well, because her dimensions aren't the normal figure. So if I don't know what size she is, but let's say she goes and she gets a size 12. A size 12 might be hard. If she's a size 12, like, I don't know how girls' clothes is, but let's say she's a size 12, she gets a size 12 dress. It might be hard for her to wear it because she's got like bigger boobs and bottom than other people, so it might seem like even tighter than it's supposed to be. That might be very well her size. It might be 2 sizes over her size.
Maybe, but just don't wear it to school, innit?
I think that's silly, man. I don't believe that's inappropriate at all. Let us know what you guys believe, because it doesn't seem like
there's many
like
other,
Michael's changing his opinion.
No, I'm not, because there's many other things that she could have worn. Like, fam, I see like teachers every day in my school wearing better clothing than this. Have I seen a girl with? Have I seen it? I don't even know if I have seen a teacher with this sort of body, because man don't see it, innit? Because it's not visible like this. There's teachers that wear suits, like no, but they're not as allowed to. Yeah, there's teachers that wear long. Like, I've never seen a dress this short. It's usually long dresses Actually, I have seen a dress this short, but it's what's the word? Flipping, not as tight as this, innit? Like, because obviously, you know, this is a thick.
That's not a short dress.
It's not a short dress, but it's just, it looks super short. It doesn't look short on her. It just looks super tight on her because obviously she's got a thick body, innit? But like, yeah, she could have worn a pantsuit. She could have worn like a dress sort of like this, but with a bit longer. She could have just stuck to the jeans and t-shirt kind of look. You know, there's many things that she could have worn. This
I don't know
this
what
looks
the
like
dress
something that
code
she
is.
should wear on a Friday night or Saturday night out.
I don't know what the dress code is for that school.
But
so
yeah,
I
exactly.
can't
That's the
speak on
thing.
that.
I think
But,
if the school's allowing her to do this, and the school must be allowing her to do this because she has the confidence to take pictures.
I think she's got some repercussions after that. I saw something on Twitter.
Yeah, it's blown up way too much.
She's got, like, they're doing something. Maybe she's got some disciplinary actions.
Yeah.
Or something.
It blew up.
She might have lost her job or something.
She might have. It blew up way too much. Like, but she must have been confident in.
If
in
I
what
was
she
a
was
child
wearing.
in school and my teacher was wearing that, I wouldn't be upset.
Obviously, you wouldn't be upset.
It wouldn't affect me in any way. I wouldn't be like, oh, that's terrible.
If primary school was I probably was a dog in primary school, but I can't really think I was. In secondary school, if I saw a teacher like this, I'd want to beat.
No, I'd be very pleased.
Yeah. But they don't want you to do that. Like, that's breaking the rules.
Did I see teachers wearing stuff like that? There was a teacher with like the biggest back off
Ever, yeah.
Like that just wasn't even. It wasn't even realistic.
Even
like, how the fuck
that wasn't normal?
does it get that big? Like, it was madness. Like, but you can't say, oh no, because your back off's too big. You can't wear clothes. What the fuck is she supposed to do? Like, no one complained about that. But I guess no one was posting pictures of it on Instagram. If people was posting it on Instagram, maybe she would have got in trouble. She
probably would have. No, I do remember that same teacher. She used to sometimes wear dresses that, I mean, skirts that were fucking tight, fam. And they looked ridiculous. The back looked ridiculous.
You guys don't understand how big this back off was. It's like,
it was Nicki Minaj. It wasn't real. It looks like with these fake backs out there. It probably was it fake, fam. It might have been fake.
I doubt it. There would be no need for her to be getting fucking.
You never know though, fam.
To go be a teacher.
That wasn't real.
Seriously,
a man might have wanted her to get a fake back. That back, it didn't. It basically, it looked fake. That's how big it was. It looked like
it was humongous. It was like nothing I'd ever seen before. I've never seen anything like it since.
It wasn't in proportion to the body.
Real talk, like it was the biggest arse I've ever seen. I
think it's the biggest arse I've ever seen as well. Yeah,
I think it's like she should probably go for like Guinness book.
No.
There'll probably be like bigger arses in Brazil or something. But she could try.
Nah, it was mad though.
I'd attempt if I was her.
She looked like a porn star. Like, it was ridiculous.
It was
because she was a small woman as well.
Fucking out there, fam.
Yeah, like, she was all petite, and the back just followed. It was.
Like, she comes into the room,
and then the arse follows after.
Like, couple seconds later, like, yo, what's up? Like, madness, fam.
It was a whole new entity. No, but fam, like, on a real, like, teachers have to deal with students that. Like, they warn teachers that, like, students are...
Well, gonna try fuck you.
No, not gonna try fuck you. That's mad.
Did they tell you that?
They tell you that they tell you that in your years of teaching, you're more than likely gonna have at least one student that fancies you. Like,
that's just fucking playing the law of averages. Come on.
Yeah. So obviously they're saying, like, you're just supposed to not do anything to fucking provoke that or encourage it. Yeah. You gotta make sure that it's a professional fucking relationship. You have to dress in a professional manner so that they respect you more, innit? Like, you're not supposed to be looking.
That was bare flirting with teachers in our school
back in the day, innit? In our school, exactly. Trust.
It was hilarious.
And now I'm on the other side. I now know what it was like for them.
Just bants though, man.
Yeah,
just bants at the end of the day. Like, no one was really fucking teachers.
They knew what it was, yeah.
Unless certain man really was fucking teachers. Shout out to you if he was.
Yeah.
But like, there's loads of cases about people actually fucking like teachers.
Yeah. I heard about that in Bush Twins.
Where the fuck were those teachers when I was in school, man? Like, this is not fair. Like, come spread the love.
It's only in America as well.
I ain't heard of none of it happening right here. No nice women teachers, fucking students. It's unfortunate, man.
Over there in America, they're just savage. But to this teacher, like, shout out to you, though. You're very nice. You're very beautiful. You got a lovely body. I'd want to fuck you. I just don't think you should be, like, dressing so sexually in school. But obviously, I don't know what the rules are for your school. Whatever the rules were, I know they've changed now.
If they fired you for that,
everything up.
If they fired you for that, then sue them. Rascal.
No, if they fired you for that, that's not fair.
You might be able to lose the suit though, because public opinion is a matter.
Yeah, that's not fair if they fired you, because to be honest, nothing was wrong until it got to fucking social media. Social media is the ones that made it a big deal.
Well, I think she should be able to wear whatever the fuck she wants.
No, you can't wear whatever you want.
Okay, fair enough. But I think what she was wearing was completely fine. It was a fucking long
man, it wasn't, man.
dress. Long dresses, fam. There was no mini skirts, no fishnet tights, no cleavage, no nipples out a door, no nipple piercings coming through the tops.
It was too tight, fam. Man could see the phone, fam. It looked like there was a phone there.
Come on, like that's
too tight.
That's what happens when you wear dresses. You can see the panty line.
No, you don't wear that to work though. You don't wear that to school, especially to school. Where you're around young kids and shit.
What? Seriously? No, young kids, especially in primary school, like, them kids ain't really trying to,
maybe the year 6s might, like, they're going through puberty, fam. The year 11s.
Like 12. Come on, fam.
Yeah, they're 11. They go through puberty.
That's nothing, fam. They ain't at the age yet. Most of the kids weren't even, didn't even know about girls when I was in, like, year 6.
No, we knew about girls.
I knew, like, from, like, back in the day when I was young, because I had the knowledge. But most kids didn't know.
Yeah, no, I think with this day and age, it's even worse, fam. Come on.
Oh, the internet. It's probably like fucking fast tracks everything, innit?
Exactly, fam. So, I think it was wrong, though.
Nah, we'll agree to disagree, innit?
Yeah. Fucking, what's the next subject? You brought up this about how long would you wait to have sex
with a partner in a relationship?
Yeah.
You said that we've discussed this before. I'm not sure if we have.
Yeah, I think we have. I feel like we have.
But that question was also linked to would you wait until marriage to have sex with your partner? Because I saw some story, I'm not sure if it was true, of one guy that basically waited until marriage to have sex with his then wife, I guess, and found out she was 4 months pregnant. And yeah, I just feel that's a bit mad. Especially since you waited to, marriage and she didn't. That's, terrible. And
she might have been pregnant
as well. She went out and fucked raw.
She might have been pregnant from before though.
What do you mean?
Like, we don't know when he proposed.
Oh yeah, you never know.
They could have met after like the first month. He might have proposed.
Oh, you think it was that sort of marriage?
Could have been a madness, yeah.
Could have been. I don't know. I didn't really read into this. As I said, I don't know if it's true. But that brought me to, the question. Would you wait until marriage to have sex with your partner? Because I definitely wouldn't. Like, 100% no. Because I have no plans to get married in the first place. But even if I did plan to get married, I just think it's a silly thing to do, to wait until marriage to have sex with your partner. Because then if you wait and then you have sex with them and then it's dead, that's terrible. If you wait, then you have sex with them, they have a dick, that's terrible. You wait, then you have sex with them, and you find out. No, would you be like doing other sexual things prior to that? You probably would, innit? You probably would just not have sex, which then that kind of defeats the whole purpose of it, because then you're not really staying pure or anything. You're basically doing everything but, so you might as well do it. Like, it's just being silly. At the end of the day, it's just trying to say, oh, we waited until marriage to have sex. I just think there's no point in that. I don't think logistically it makes much sense. I don't think it's efficient. I think it's like waiting all that time to find out if the person that you're having sex with has good none is whack, or waiting until you find out that you're actually sexually compatible is just, it's a waste of time for both of you. You might as well get it done from like the first couple times you meet, get it out of the way so you know if the sex is lit or not. And then maybe, even marriage just seems like it's a waste of time to me as well. So the whole fucking concept is just fucking silly to me on so many levels. So I never would, get involved in it. But I also wanted to know, how long would you wait to have sex with someone? I think the max I'd go is 3 months. I wouldn't go past that. Because I think that's the longest that I had to wait. When I lost my virginity, I waited 3 months. And since then, I've never gotten close to that sort of stuff. But I wouldn't go longer than that. What about you? Would you wait 6 months?
No, I definitely wouldn't wait 6 months.
Imagine that. That just seems silly.
But like, I don't know. Like, I don't understand how you can get into a relationship with someone in the first place without having sex with them.
A lie. You should have sex before even a relationship, to be honest.
Yeah, like we've said this before. I'm sure I remember saying this before. Like, that's when I feel like it's solidified. That if we've had sex about 3 times or something.
Yeah, we should fuck first and then see how it goes.
Yeah.
We shouldn't see how it goes and then try and fuck down the line. What are we doing that for?
Yeah, I don't get it. I agree. I agree with everything you said apart from not getting married. I think I will get married one day, but yeah, I'm definitely not gonna wait till fucking the marriage day, the marriage night to have sex with the partner. No, I can't see myself doing that.
So if a girl asks you to do that, what do you do?
I say no.
You're like, deuces.
No, because I'll be like to her, no.
You try to persuade her to beat.
Yeah, because it's going to be one of those ones like, no, but then, fam, but I'm not going to be in a relationship with her anyway. What are you saying? Like, all right, so we have to rewind the clock.
Let's say you're linking a thing.
I'm linking a thing.
Let me put it in like a situation that I've been in, yeah. Let's say you're linking a thing.
Yeah.
And, you know, she's a virgin or whatever. And she's saying that
red flag already.
Yeah, it's that don't LinkedIn's a virgin, it's whack. But she's saying that she wants to wait until marriage before she has sex with you. And you've linked it for like, let's say you've linked it on at least. No, let's say you've linked it on one occasion.
So I'm feeling
two occasions. I'm really attracted. You linked it on 2 occasions. The first time you linked it in Starbucks. You chilled. You had a good conversation. It was vibesy. And then
am I really attracted to her?
She's cool. Like, okay, you're really attracted to her. She's buff. She's a buff thing.
What's her personality like?
Like, she's got a really good personality. She's a cool person.
So she's ticking all the boxes basically.
Yeah, you think cool. you can see yourself with this thing, innit? And then you link it again, you're chilling, you bring her around to the place, you're trying to lips and whatnot, you put on a movie, you know you're only gonna watch 15 minutes, so you're just flinging on anything, and then all of a sudden you're watching all this dead movie because she's saying, you know, she's not letting off, she's a virgin, she wants to wait until marriage, all this sort of shit.
She's saying that she wants to wait till marriage.
Yeah, she wants.
From then she's saying
because of her religion and whatnot.
Okay, I'll be like, alright, cool.
So
I'd let it pass for for that second date because obviously she's a virgin, innit? And she's saying all of that, and I'll be thinking to myself like, man's gonna get the naan eventually, but I'll be cool, innit?
So now you've watched Human Centipede 4, yeah, and obviously this dead, innit? Because it's just one of them budget films, and you're like, ugh, because you only thought you was gonna watch 15 minutes, innit? So now you're pissed off because you watched the whole of this thing. I would
never put on whatever that is.
I haven't seen it either. But what, you watched Sharknado or some sort of dead thing, innit?
What is that?
I don't know, just these dead movies. Let's say you pick something at random on Netflix because it looked like it might give a good intro to a beating session. Yeah. So now you've watched the whole thing, you realise this was a mediocre film, it didn't have any of the stars that you wanted to see, no Leonardo DiCaprio, none of that. And like you get to lips and whatnot, and then she leaves, and then you like, what do you do from there? Do you link it again? You keep linking it and try and pursue it? Or do you just give up from then?
No, I'm probably going to try link it again because she gave me obviously a good reason why she's not letting off. And I'm obviously attracted to this girl or whatever. And I'm probably going to think to myself, oh, you know what? This is probably going to go down as a tick for me, innit? Because I'm so used to getting the naan when I want. I'm going to be thinking like, raw, this is a good girl, innit? Like she ain't been touched by anyone. And she's resisting, man, makes me want her more, innit? So
no way.
I will probably
try. Don't listen to that, girls. Don't listen to that, girls.
I will probably try link it again. But
how many times do you link it before you say fuck this shit?
It really depends on how fucking entertained she can keep me, fam, on every level. Because for me, I feel like it's like I don't know about this 3 months thing. For me, I feel like 3 dates. Like if after the third date,
but
you know what? She's a virgin. She's a virgin. I'll give her a month because
if the fourth time I see you, there's no hand jobs, no BJs, no sex.
If she's doing all of those things,
then fair enough. Then
maybe I can extend it to 3 months.
But if none of that is occurring,
the brain has to be crazy,
bruv.
The hand jobs have to be crazy as well. Like
girl hand jobs are dead.
Yeah, they're dead.
Girls
so it's very unlikely that it's gonna reach 3 months.
Wanking yourself, fam.
For me, a month max, man.
A month?
Yeah. I told you, fam.
Fair
Because
enough.
for me to reach 3 months, yeah, like all the other shit that we're doing has to be super sick. And you have to be stimulating me on every level. Like your conversations need to be stimulating me. Your company needs to be stimulating me. Like
I think in realistic terms, like in real life,
and you need to be super, super.
I don't
buff.
think it'd get to 3 months.
Yeah, it doesn't exist because there's no.
I
don't believe
it could get to 3 months
with
with like, you know, I chat to you like once every 2 weeks kind of thing.
Yeah, and I link you every 2 weeks. Maybe, maybe
that could eventually turn into 3 months. Yeah. But if I'm like really into you and we're really trying to link and we've linked a couple times like in succession, and you're not letting off and you're consistently saying you're not letting off, and I can see you're really dedicated to what you're saying, then like what's the point?
But what if she hollers you like and she's like, oh, when we linking up and shit like that? Oh, like it's gotten past like basically you reach that stage, whether it's 1 month or 3 months.
If she's really, really, really buff and like she's a cool person and she's actually like doing stuff with her life that actually interests me, then I might just link her because it's like just linking her on a friend tip, innit? But other than that, I'm not fucking taking time out of my day to link you to sit down, so I'm not doing anything productive and we're just watching stuff or whatever. Like that's dead. You're not even giving me the none. Like you're telling me there's no chance of the none whatsoever.
No, she's saying wait till marriage.
That's no chance of the none because they ain't marrying you. That ain't happening. I'd let her know from the jump that that's not something I'm into though. We discuss it.
Yeah. Now after the month or the 3 months or whatever I've went of getting no none. And like I've kind of like kept myself distant now. Like I've tried to distance myself from you because I'm thinking like there's no point no more. I'm not trying anymore. And you're still hollering me to link up. I'm gonna be like, all right, cool. I'm gonna link up with you, but I'm just not gonna give you anything. Because obviously,
there's not gonna be any
there's
super
not gonna be no
enthusiasm or anything like
why,
that.
Yeah, because if you try and lips me, I'm gonna be like, no.
There's no point. You're just getting me horny for what? So
Exactly. Like, I've had blue balls for 3 months there, yeah. I don't want to kiss those lips. You know what lips I want to be kissing right now. Stop playing these games. So fucking hell, you get me? Like, she'll have to like move off from that. But yeah, talking of kissing other lips, that goes on to the next subject. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good segue. Basically, I put this fucking topic on my phone because like I know a lot of guys out there. Not a lot, like it's the number of guys are getting smaller, but I know a few guys out there. In 2016,
the number's very, very
small. It's smaller now. I know a few guys out there that are not on this at all. Back in the day when I was young, personally, I was on it, but I had to keep it a secret up until I think I was 16. I think I started telling close friends around me, and then when I was 18, I kind of just openly told everyone.
Yeah. When 18, it was like, who cares?
Yeah.
It's out there, isn't it?
But like, yeah, that's when I openly told everyone. But I had a lot of friends around me that was not on it at all and shit. But yeah, basically what we're talking about is man. We're talking about man bowcatting, innit?
With mystery.
Men giving head, men giving oral pleasure, basically. Or what's it called? Oral sex. Yeah, men giving oral sex. So basically,
cunnilingus. That's what.
That's the actual. Yeah, that's the actual terminology. Over here in the UK,
so I think bowcatting it just has a negative connotation. To
it. Seems
like a diss.
That was the diss. That was the diss back in there. Yeah. Over here in the UK, let us give you a breakdown, innit? Because if you're a listener, you might not be from the UK, but over here in the UK, where we grew up in North London, and in most of the ends in the UK, we're what 22 innit? So you got to think. This is like going back. I don't know. No, it's going back like 10 years ago.
22. Are we 22? I forget, you know.
Yeah.
I am 22. I'm 22.
Yeah, this is 9 years ago.
Like 9 years ago.
9 years ago. But you got to think it's before that as well, though, because remember our older brothers dealt with this as well. Like
probably.
This was,
but I know 2000. I'm talking about when I was 13, because that's when I just started. Did I start being at 13 or 14? I think it was 14. I'm not 100% sure.
No, you was 13, I think.
Was I?
Yeah.
I remember it was year 9.
Was it before December or was it after December? That's
like
what you got to think.
March.
So that means it was 14. Wait, 11, 12, 13.
Was it March?
Yeah, you was 14 then.
Maybe it was March. That's her birthday.
It was 14 then. But
the day. I mean the month. I don't know the day.
I do not remember. But like, yeah, what I'm trying to...
I don't remember anything that's not important.
What I'm trying to paint the picture of is that basically over here...
It was frowned upon, innit?
It was very frowned upon.
Was not,
it was a very negative...
good times, innit? When you...
I think it goes back to Jamaican culture because a lot of yardies in Jamaican,
man, you know, fucking...
They don't believe that you
all that bashment saying, you know, don't eat the naan.
Yeah.
Don't go down low, all them things.
Yeah.
It just wasn't a thing that was cool, innit?
It wasn't cool.
It wasn't cool.
It was looked down upon. It was a diss. It was something that you would be, you know, victimized for, or
basically,
or you know, negative connotations will be coming towards you.
So it wasn't something that you'd share in the playground. So when we was growing up, it wasn't cool whatsoever. Like people wasn't fucking with it, and we were doing it on the down low, but weren't really telling anyone.
Well, not me. I was in school. Man, man weren't beating it. I went out.
Girlfriend though.
You was with a girlfriend, yeah. I was just watching porn. And when I was watching porn, I was watching man bowcatting. No, I keep calling it bowcatting because that's what I'm used to. But yeah, I was watching man giving these girls oral sex, and I saw the pleasure that they got from it, and I thought this seems great.
Yeah,
like,
I was thinking,
what's so bad about this?
I was still like, because I had those negative connotations in my head for so long, I wasn't really like super on it. Like I kind of did it with my girlfriend at the time, but we didn't do it loads. And then when I like moved on and I was linking other girls and whatnot, I weren't really just going around eating out of things because it's just not me, innit?
Yeah.
But like I was just against it. I was super against it. I was like, you know what, there's no point. Like I'm just this isn't something that I'm gonna just be down with, and I don't know what changed it. I really don't know what changed it, but at a point it did change, and I did realize all the pleasure that girls were getting from it and how wild it was, and you know, making girls come in. But I could make girls come before that, so. It was just another tool in my arsenal.
I was always on it, but when I did finally pop when I was 17, I never done it with the first girls I was with because I still had that in the back of my mind, innit, thinking like, nah, you don't do them things, and especially you don't do it with a thing that you don't know, innit. But then I think one night I just was like, fuck this, I need to try this. So I tried it out. And then when I got into a relationship, that's when I could experiment properly and, you know, just learn the flick of the tongue. But
look at the flick of the tongue.
But yeah, like because we don't have anyone here, because me and Jay are both on the side of that it's a positive and that it should be done, or you know what? I don't even think it should be done. Like, if you're a guy out there and you don't do it, it's not like I look at you and think like, oh, you're a dickhead or whatever. I just think
that's just not me. I think you're letting your girl down. I think oral sex is a necessity. I think it's a necessity.
Same. I feel like it's a starter. You know, I feel like it's like part of the whole course.
I feel like if there ain't no oral sex, then what really is this?
What's going on? Yeah, like
just coming to you stick my dick in your vag, or you know. Maybe somewhere else if you're welcome to it.
Yeah, I have to.
What's the point?
I have to say that you should always get it both ways. Like you should have oral sex received as well as given oral sex.
Yeah,
because if you're just
69, man.
Yeah, if you're just giving oral sex to your girl and she's not giving you no oral sex, then
that's a
dickhead thing. Yeah, but
not me, fam.
But yeah, I want to talk about some of because I've had like debates with loads of guys about this, innit? I want to give you some of the
rhetoric that they've been spinning.
That they've been spinning to me, innit? You know, some of them, like the one I hear the most is it's dirty, innit? It's like bare things come out of that, like blood comes out of that, piss comes out of that. It's just it's dirty. Like or sometimes it smells as well. Like those are actually the smelling one is probably the most I've heard. Like the most popular one.
If it smells, then generally you shouldn't. Like,
that's what I say to them. Yeah, I say to them, if it smells, then don't do it.
I don't know. Like I don't know if I think I've maybe experienced stink naan once.
No, I've experienced stink naan, fam. It's not nice.
I don't experience stink naan on a regular basis. No way, no how. Most of the girls that I've been with had, you know, like...
Yeah, I agree. Most of the girls I've been with have had cool naans, but I have definitely experienced stink naan, and it's one of those experiences I'll never forget.
I don't think I'm on the definite... I've definitely experienced
I
just remember at one time... I think I fingered one girl, and it just smelled like arse. So...
it smells disgusting, fam.
So maybe she had stink naan, but I didn't actually beat her, so I like it didn't really get down to that, and like my hand was in her trousers, so I never like took it down and actually gave the naan a good smell, like a good whiff. So I don't know, I'm unsure on that. But yeah, if it smells, then don't eat it.
Yeah, generally. If it smells, don't eat it.
If you're fucking with a girl with a stink naan, then just think about how you got here in life. What you're doing with yourself right about now, and whether it's worth it. Is it worth fucking this girl with a stink naan? Because you know, like, unless you're gonna keep it, are you gonna keep it to yourself and not tell anyone that this girl had a stink naan, and then fucking, you know, have that weighing on your heart every day you get up that you just fuck this girl with a stink naan? Or are you gonna tell all your friends and now all your friends know you fucked a girl with a stink naan? Maybe just leave it alone and keep it moving, innit? But yeah. If you got a stink naan,
or you're one of those guys that doesn't give a fuck like me, and like you just tell them like, yeah, she has some stink naan though, fam. Still, it was terrible. It was like my first time as well, so I thought all vaginas smelled like that. And I remember, you know, just my brothers, like just letting me know, like, no, it's not all like that, fam.
No, fam. You don't even have to have a smell at all.
No, sometimes it has an aura, like, but it doesn't have to be a bad aura, you know. Sometimes it's like it just smells like sex, innit? You know what I mean? Like
sometimes
that sex smell.
But like, I think I don't know if it's generally, but I generally fuck with girls that like the naan don't smell like anything.
Yeah. It's it matters of when you have sex with them, because when I was in a relationship, that's when I realised that like it matters what time of the day it is, like,
because if it's sweaty, it's probably sweaty naan.
Exactly, if it's sweaty, it's sweaty naan. If it's morning sex, it has that morning sex smell. If it's fresh out of the shower, that's when everything's great.
It's like water, innit?
Yeah, that's when it's the best, because it's just everything's all clean and shit. But yeah, fucking another you know, argument that someone has given to me about not doing it was that they can't see themselves bending over to a woman.
Oh yeah, wait, I forgot about the dirtiness shit. Like, your mouth is like one of the most disgusting places on your body. Like,
that's another
kissing
thing,
a girl is more disgusting than going down on her.
Yeah, that's
like, true. So if you're kissing girls, just think about that next time you're saying, you know, I don't eat out or anything. Because if you're out here lip syncing and, you know, doing tongue gymnastics, then you got bare germs in your mouth. Like,
some of these niggas don't even lip skills.
What?
That used to be a thing, fam.
No, but is that still happening? No, anyone who can, you know, is out here fucking things without lips in them, you lot are fucking legends, fam. I don't know how you do it.
I think so as well.
I don't know how you do it. Like, I need the lip sync to get into it, and I need the lip sync.
Yeah, I need the foreplay.
Because I'm good at lip sync. Like if she weren't coming over to fuck, I can persuade her with the lip sync.
Yeah.
Like, it is foreplay and whatnot,
it's
but
foreplay.
Like, how do you just get from, you know, nothing to just fucking, like, you man are magicians. Swear down, fam. You man really have the keys over there. Share them with man. But what was the other one? They can't see themselves bending down to a woman.
Yeah.
That is some
silly shit.
Mad psychological.
That
shit. Wow. That is really deep and really negative. They need to get rid of that.
A lie. That's what I was saying.
That sounds like misogyny.
Yeah.
That sounds like misogyny. That's what that sounds like. Like, that sounds like a real misogynistic comment. I can say that. You know how people be throwing around the term misogyny these days because people don't like fat women or something. That's not misogynistic. But like, saying you don't want to bow down to a woman or something like that. Like, why are you so upset about fucking bowing down to a woman? What's wrong with that?
I just think guys that don't give head shouldn't get head.
Straight up. Yeah.
That's my opinion on it.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't make sense. But you know what? It's up to the girls, innit? If you girls want to be giving these guys
some girls love sucking dick.
Yeah. But some girls actually don't like their guys. I've met a girl that doesn't like guys going down on her.
Yeah, some girls don't like head. I've met a girl that doesn't like head.
Yeah, it's strange.
Yeah, it is strange. It is very strange. But it's, you know, everyone likes different things at the end of the day.
Yeah, some like coffee, some like tea.
Tea's dead though.
Green tea's nice.
Not nice.
I like green tea and honey. I've said this before. It's nice.
I don't know if I'd go to nice. Maybe it's drinkable. Nice is something you want to drink.
I drink it every morning.
Do you want to drink it every morning? Or do you drink it because you think it's healthy for you and you don't mind it?
I think it's different now. I think I've just gotten used to it now. I think it's now part of your ritual. Yeah.
Part of your schedule. Yeah. And shit.
I think at first I've done it because of that. Because I heard it was healthy. Man. But now it's just like I do it because I do it.
Yeah.
But it is my hot drink choice though.
I like coffee, man. Perks me up.
Nah, coffee.
Perk.
Yeah, I think coffee's good, but the thing is, I don't like to have milk. That's the other thing.
I don't have milk in my coffee. I have coffee granules and hot water, fam. I
prefer when the milk's
a tablespoon of sugar. Like that's what we're doing over here, fam.
I prefer when there's milk in it, man.
Bruv, I haven't bought milk in months. Yeah. Because every time I buy milk, it
goes off.
If I buy the big one, it goes off. If I buy the small one, it finishes. Like, it's just, where's the middle ground, fam? Where the fuck is the middle ground? No, it's just, even the middle one, it goes off. Because I'm not really, that milk type of guy. I'm not really pumping that. Yeah. What am I having with milk? Cereal. And that's like every day once. And the milk sometimes has gone off in, 5 days. So now I've got cereal. I've got cereals for 4 weeks.
Out bare milk.
Nah, I'll just fucking put the porridge granules in there and then hot water, fam.
How you do
I'm
that?
out here, fam.
So dead.
That's done in 5 minutes. I've got porridge. I'm eating it. Like, that is how I like my breakfast to go. I ain't got no time to be boiling the fucking porridge. Boiling the milk and then putting the porridge in and then making it, old school, making it a nice, good porridge. Bruv, just fling the thing in the fucking bowl, fling a hot water in there, porridge, done. I just need the breakfast so I can fuel myself to do some work and get on to lunch. That's all I need. I'm not out here trying to enjoy it and trying to have a lovely breakfast. If I wanted to do that, I'd be making pancakes like I did like years ago.
This guy eats for the sake of eating.
Yeah, bro, I fucking hate eating, fam. Because it costs me money every time I'm eating.
I love eating.
Nah,
and that's both.
I just eat. I just eat for the sake of survival, man. If I didn't have to, then I'd probably be popping, lunch pills or whatever if they had those.
I bet you wish they'd sell those, innit?
Yeah, I saw something on Instagram the other day. I forgot what it's called. I think begins with a K or something, but it's some kind of like smoothie type meal regimen, innit? So it's like all the meals are powdered. And you just
I heard about that. Wait, ain't that a detox? Because my brother done that one time.
No, it's not a detox thing. That's probably something else. But there's probably loads of companies that are doing these things. But this one specifically is like you can buy like a month of basically food, and you just you like, I don't know if you blend it or just shake it up or something. And it has all the nutrients and whatnot, so you can just drink your dinner and stuff like that. But I don't think I could do that. Because I've been drinking fucking these smoothies for lunch. I drank them like twice for the past 2 days, and it makes me feel terrible, man. I need some crunch, fam. I can't just be drinking meals. It's whack.
You're supposed to have the 3 meals and a smoothie, innit?
Is it?
Ain't you?
I don't know.
I don't know either, fam.
All I know is I'm not eating enough calories. I know that.
I know you're supposed to have 3 set meals a day, innit? The smoothies is like an extra boost, innit? For you to...
I have it as lunch. It's like 500... 500...
Wait, you count calories,
500 calories or something?
So you're supposed to have how many calories a week? I mean a day? 2,000 something, innit?
Probably.
Wait, so you're not even counting calories then?
I don't count them like that. I'm not really into... Like, I know around how much I should be eating it. So I know if I'm going to be putting on weight, if I'm eating too much, innit? Like, I'll look at what I'm eating and be like, I know I ate this much. Like, I've got this new MyFitnessPal app, and it's saying...
Oh, yeah, I heard about that. Some girl told me about that.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, I'm upset that it doesn't actually, you know,
because she's
input my
on this
exercise
gym
stuff
thing and
unless
fitness
I go
shit.
premium. But it's saying I got 2,550 calories to eat today, basically.
To still eat?
No, not to still eat, but every day I've got that much.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
I know
That's
that,
supposed to be
I know that my breakfast and lunch comes up to like 1,000 or something. I think. Did it come out to that? Let me look at yesterday.
So what, on dinner you're supposed to have 1,500?
Can I go to yesterday? No, it was like 863. It wasn't even 1,000.
That's not enough, fam. You need to even it up a bit.
I need to eat more. Yeah, I'm not at what I need to be at.
You definitely need you definitely need to up the lunch thing, or you could carry on having the smoothies, but make sure you have a big breakfast because you're having just oats.
Yeah.
Get me?
That's because
you just don't want to buy more food.
I want to get out of the way and fucking not be hungry so I can do some shit and then not be hungry again. Like I want the quickest way to feed myself. So I have smoothies.
You need those calorie pills. Imagine they made those.
Nah, that's too much. I don't need to put on calories like that.
You just need food pills that make you.
I just need to eat more.
There's probably shit like that out there.
I just need to eat more food. I guess I need to because I used to have.
I wish you was a robot, innit? That doesn't need food.
I wish I didn't need to eat and stuff like that, or sleep or anything. That would be great, fam.
You wish you was a Cyberman.
Do you know how fucking sick that would be? Like if you didn't have to eat anything, if you didn't have to spend money on food whatsoever, you didn't have to sleep, or you could just do whatever you wanted all the time, bruv. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. But
I love food too much, man.
What was I saying? I forgot what I was talking about. What was I saying prior to you telling me that I wanted to be a Cyberman?
That.
I know you're seeing the Cybermen from Doctor Who. I'm seeing the Cybermen from fucking Dragon Ball Z. Them little green plant monsters.
What are those?
They're called Cybermen.
Swear?
Yeah.
I'm thinking of Doctor Who.
I knew it. No, I knew you was referring to Doctor Who.
No, you was saying something about you just need to eat more food.
Yeah, I used to have like rice and tuna for lunch and shit. I think that gave me enough calories because I didn't feel like super hungry or super dead throughout the rest of the day. So I need to import that again. But I just don't wanna eat rice ever again in my life. I went for a time.
That's some pasta, innit? Pasta tuna. I had that yesterday.
Dead.
Pasta tuna and sweet corn.
Some things are dead, but maybe I'll just have to do it, innit? Just have to eat more. Oh, should we go on another subject or should we just end
There
it?
is no other subjects.
Is there not?
No.
I swear there was one last thing after that one.
That was the last one, fam.
Is it?
Yeah, I sent them all to you. That's why I went and sent them to you.
Go to the thing?
I pasted it, innit? Hold on. Because I copied and pasted it. That was all of them, fam. CM Punk, Wretch 2, Kanye and that.
Alright, fair enough.
Yeah, and then Should Men Bowl Cat and all of that.
Alright then, well, yeah, go out, give your ladies kisses down under and whatnot. Be sure to hit like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and leave a comment. Let us know what you thought of the podcast. You know, answer some of our questions. Let us know what your thought on the subjects were, and yeah. If you're listening on SoundCloud, be sure to repost, like, and comment. And if you're listening on iTunes, be sure to subscribe, review, and
follow us on SoundCloud.
Wait. Oh, yeah, follow us on SoundCloud. I think there's rate, review, and something else. No, there is a repost. There's a repost and a like. That's the heart thing. Sorry. But I didn't say follow. My bad. I swear there's some... Can you comment on... No, that's the review. All right, yeah. Yeah, you got all the fucking... What's they called? Call to actions. Do those actions, innit, fam? And we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah, thank you.
In a bit.
Safe.
It's been a cold winter and it's lasted far too long. So all this warmth I share with you